I think it's time we declare that Lacazette is not good enough.
Bro, Lacazette should just stick to Mombasa politics.
Hello and welcome to Onetwo TV, where a bunch of people that think they know about football, a lot of stuff about football, discuss it and try and make it interesting. It's me, Zuhum. I've got Alusa with me today, and also the usual culprit in Saddam. So let's get it off, guys. Lots of stuff to talk about, and you guys seem excited to tackle one particular issue. I am the resident Arsenal fan, so because of the results over the weekend, these guys are in good spirits. First things first, Man United Chelsea. Discuss 20 marks. Show your workings.
I feel like a 0-0 is a win for Chelsea. We're becoming so generous early on in the season that we're just dishing out points. We didn't need the 3, so we said let's get 1. But if you look at how the game started, one thing I like saying is Lampard is very clueless. He could have killed that game inside 20 minutes. There's so many movements that the wingers were making that are not making sense. The switching of wings. Look at where Bissaka is. Look at where Maguire is. Try and point out to the weaknesses. Play to the weaknesses, rather. I mean, Maguire is known to be prone to, every minute he can make an error. No one was doing that. Look at the runs Timo was making. No one was following up. He watches someone with the ball, says, Jorginho, no pass is being made. He's counted. That's it. We're depending on one man, MBE. He's doing so much.
MBE.
They
Dr. Rashford.
Yeah, they could have killed that game inside 20 minutes. And we remember when Conte, was it 4-1? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I was getting to the local, just sitting down. It's 1-0 Pedro. That is how Lampard and his team would have won, but no.
I kind of want to disagree because I think Lampard wanted to show people he can defend. Because remember, up until the game before, up until United, they were conceding goals easily.
Yeah. And
also United they were conceding goals easily as well. So it was more like, I think they were all trying to make sure they don't concede easy goals fast. I don't think they were really going for like a big win, or I don't think none of them were confident enough to play as expressive as maybe they would have wanted.
I don't think we can say you're confident. We just beaten PSG, who were very confident.
But clearly you're not, based on...
No, you're saying we were playing as to how Chelsea were playing. Like you're saying, Chelsea were trying to keep it locked.
Yeah.
But that's where Lampard is going wrong. He doesn't have a team to keep it locked. You have Silva, you have everyone at the back.
Did you expect a back 3?
Yeah, you did expect a back 3. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I certainly didn't. I thought that game was going to have goals because of how poor both United's defenders and Chelsea's defenders are. Kurt Zouma, by the end of the first half, was the only Chelsea player to create a chance. The only Chelsea player, and that's a centre back. Yeah. They spent 70 million on Kai Havertz. They spent about 60 odd million on Timo Werner.
But he's not a creator. He's
still. You expect with that kind of firepower that you'd rely on them to start taking the game to United, despite the games being at Old Trafford.
Do they have a provider in the mid though?
Remember what I told you?
They had Jorginho.
Remember what I told you last week? I told you Mason Mount is, I think, the protagonist in that team. The pressure with Havertz, I think, is the price. If Havertz cost like 30 million, 40 million, he would bench him, get him in the game pole.
Yeah.
But the fact that it cost that much money, he's forced to play him, and now he's forced to play him in the position that he... Remember when he was...
That's too much pressure on the player.
Him putting him on the wing was to ensure Mount plays on that position that he knows Mount is good at. Because he knows that. But now the pressure of Havertz scored a hat-trick in some... Carabao Cup, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, Mount at some point did come on, and I remember he came on for Kai Havertz, and Tammy Abraham came on for Timo Werner. As soon as I saw that, I was just like, Frank Lampard's gone back to factory settings.
Yeah.
No, when I saw that, I told my friends we're gonna win this game. Because they've taken out every chance of theirs to get something out of it. Take Havertz out then. bring Mount on, let him work with Timo.
Let's talk about Man City West Ham because they dropped points again. And you know where I was with Man City, especially after the Arsenal game. I thought they played so well that they did enough to win, and they beat a good Arsenal side, right? But I thought it was the kind of performance that was a statement performance, because the way they were passing the ball, the way they were being inventive, yeah, they missed some chances, but they deserved the win. And I thought maybe now they can go on a run, you know? Like any team they face, they'll dominate that way, the way they dominated Arsenal. But West Ham took the game to them, and more inconsistency from Guardiola's side.
I mean, I think the last 3 Man City games, one thing I can get 2 things out of it. One, City are struggling, yes.
Yeah.
And the fact that City are struggling, they lost to Leicester, beat you guys, and then drew with West Ham. There's their problems at City. I think missing De Bruyne has to be felt.
He did come on.
It's different.
He's coming back from injury.
It's different.
He did come on, though. He was deemed fit enough to play.
And I still think they will never win the league with Rodri.
Okay, explain why. Because I have a few thoughts on Rodri as well.
Off the ball, Rodri is as good as invisible. Rodri, he doesn't track back. He's not as aggressive. He doesn't read the game. He's not as smart as... See, it's kind of unfair, but I have to compare with Fernandinho, because he is the one to replace Fernandinho. So, and the 2 seasons that City won the league, I could count maybe almost 10, 15 games that I would say Fernandinho was the man of the match.
Yeah.
So, Rodri, I can't see that. I can't see him having a performance that you'd say, shit, this guy is actually good. He passes the ball. So, he has passing accuracy. Passing accuracy, I would say 95.
You're giving him your own FIFA ratings, huh?
Yeah, yes. Passing accuracy 95.
Okay.
Brains. I don't think he's smart enough. I don't think he's smart enough for him to
play.
You see, with Premier League, it's fast. You have to be like 2-3 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, you have the ball, but you also have to anticipate when we lose the ball, where am I supposed to be? Where's the threat coming? Is going to come from? Fernandinho, you could see that whether they're losing the ball somewhere, and immediately Fernandinho is recovering the ball.
Fernandinho, he comes on, he can beba you. He just chotas you, wins a tactical foul, or something like that, right? He's very cynical. It feels like he doesn't have that nastiness. You know, that shithousery.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. And I think that's what drives your opinion around Rodri. It certainly drives mine.
It's 2 things. The shithousery, yes, he has to be cynical, and also he has to be smart. There's so many things. Okay, Fernandinho, yes, he'll get yellow cards, very good yellow cards. But then again, he puts himself in a position whereby it's easy for him to make such decisions. Rodri Kwanza is slow. So I think his head is like 45 kg or something. Akitembea, it's like he's falling down. He's walking, but his body is ahead of him. I don't understand.
Why did you just have to diss the man's head?
That is...
You just said this guy has a 45 kilo head.
His problem is his positioning, basically, and
maybe that's
he's not
maybe that's
positioning
the main problem.
himself.
Maybe he's just
well,
maybe he just has a big head.
If you look at someone with a big head, you must know where you are. How you if you're caught out, how can you track back? How fast can you get back?
Yeah,
but
you need to think for your head.
You guys are not looking at me with straight faces right now, talking to me about big heads.
Yo, but
you guys dumb.
45K.
What the hell? I don't think there's much to be said of the Liverpool game. I thought, for example, let me just add that, yeah, it looks like the European fixtures had a toll on them. So maybe they didn't start with the same intensity, and Sheffield really took the game to them. But their class showed at the end. And
they're playing deeper now.
Should that have been a
they
penalty?
Are playing a bit deeper, aren't they?
Deeper.
Fabinho played at centre back. He did look a bit suspect.
He's trying,
he looked a bit suspect. He was beaten a couple of times. He gave away a penalty, which was arguable.
Yeah, it's arguable because I think it
very
was
contentious.
On the edge.
Yeah, right on the edge.
Yeah.
But it was on the line.
Traditionally, I thought a penalty, or rather a foul committed on the line, means you got away with it, it's a foul, right? But apparently on the line means it's a penalty. It's part of the box.
Line is part of the box.
Yeah, so that was odd. So fair play to VAR So let's talk about Arsenal Leicester. I don't think it would be right for me to start. I feel like it's better for you two to start. Talk to me about the lineups. Talk to me about the way that we played and the second half and the Jamie Vardy goal.
I think apparently one manager did a homework. I think Rodgers was prepared. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He did exactly what City, how he got points at City. He sat back. He knew this is how we're going to defend. This is how we're going to attack. I don't think he was bothered so much with your attacking, because you guys your transition is ridiculously slow. Your defensive to attacking transition phase is slow, such that the moment Leicester lose the ball upfield, they have enough time to track back all of them, 10 man behind the ball, and then wait for you guys to start come attacking them. There wasn't any quick play, basically.
I agree.
Arteta's playing Aubameyang on the right.
Yeah, I mean, they kept switching.
I think that is just showing that he's being stubborn. We all know. You see, there's some things that we can see that we all know that Aubameyang is more effective in the middle.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to bring in more players in play. Maybe him putting him on the wing will result in maybe getting Lacazette something out of him as well.
Right.
But I think he has to drop Lacazette. I don't know what does he offer.
Agree.
Him playing Lacazette as a false 9 or number 9, and he can't even control the ball.
I agree.
His first touch is suspect. No. He's not smart enough to make those runs that would give Aubameyang the spaces behind. Saka, I think putting Saka there and then putting Tierney was also playing as a left winger, because remember Xhaka was apparently playing left back.
Auxiliary left back.
What was thinking? I think all of that comes down to the system that Arteta put in place for that game. It was bad.
It was bad.
We thought that 4-3-3 Partey.
Yeah, you saw my tweets.
Yeah. It was exactly what you guys in your mind would thinking that was the best thing that could happen to Arsenal right now. Let's have 4-3-3, Partey in the middle. But if you guys are going to put Partey in the middle, Partey was not getting the balls.
Thank you. I actually have ridiculous stats for that.
No one was passing the balls to. Only passing to Xhaka.
Luis, I feel like Luis was making the better passes.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game.
Let me tell you guys. Luis obviously came off in the second half, right? A few minutes, like 47th minute. He attempted 17 passes, right? And 13 were successful. You saw the long passes.
On the left.
Yeah, the switches to the left.
To the left, to the right. There was also one he gave Bellerin, but Bellerin kind of just bounced weirdly. The point is, though, from the time he came off, these were passes into the attacking third. From the time Luis came off, nobody passed the ball more times than Luis. Even after he came off. Not Xhaka, not Partey, not Ceballos, none of our centre-backs, nobody passed the ball more than Luis. And Luis came off in the 47th minute.
But again, if you look at... That's a very...
that is a tactical problem, though.
Yeah.
It's a very...
nothing to do with the players.
Very.
He said that he thought Partey wasn't necessarily getting the ball, right? I fully agree. At some point in the 60th minute, Arteta, you can clearly hear Arteta shouting to Gabriel and Mustafi, Partey, pass to Thomas, because they kept giving it to Granit Xhaka. Let me read out these stats, okay? Xhaka made 98 passes that day. Partey made 54. Gabriel passed it to Xhaka 35 times. Xhaka passed it to Gabriel 24 times. They passed it to Partey 8 times each throughout the 90 minutes. 8 times each. And what that tells me, right, is clearly we're comfortable playing it to Xhaka, right? And Xhaka moving into that left back auxiliary left back role or left center back role was definitely under instruction from Mikel Arteta, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the fact that Arteta was shouting at the players to pass to Partey more speaks to maybe, and I think maybe I'm on the fence with this Arsenal side getting used to this 4-3-3, still getting used to the instructions. I don't know why, for example,
you're being
passing
too
to
lenient.
Thomas Partey, it is very convenient, but And it is also lenient. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you're
Lenient?
leaning you're kind of defending Arteta.
No, I'm
that-
not defending Arteta because those are simple instructions, right? If you're telling your team pass to Partey more,
Yeah.
your players shouldn't have to be told again on the pitch. They shouldn't.
That means the fact that they were passing all the ball to Xhaka, that means the initial instructions were that Xhaka was the outlet.
Possibly.
So maybe he changed his mind somewhere in the middle or somewhere towards the end when they clearly saw that it wasn't going
It wasn't
anywhere.
working.
It was a
No.
panic switch.
And even I also saw somewhere that at some point Partey was pissed at the players because he was
Yeah,
asking
he
the
was.
ball. He was
Yeah.
I don't want to put your ball.
Well, quite. Think about the formation that I thought we were going to play compared to what actually came to fruition, right? If you look at Xhaka being at left back, right? And then the distance between him to Thomas Partey would be much farther than it would have been if Thomas Partey was playing a lot closer to Xhaka, if Xhaka was playing at the base of midfield, right? But what that meant was Xhaka was over here, Partey's over here, and then Dani Ceballos is somewhere next to the right wing.
Yeah.
Where is your midfield?
That was so confusing. There was
Very
nothing.
confusing.
There was nothing.
And I think it's time we declare that Lacazette is not good enough.
Bro, Lacazette should just stick to Mombasa politics.
I think it's going to be a work in progress. Arteta himself is a work in progress. Arsenal in that 4-3-3 situation is a work in progress as well. I think that's where I derive my calm demeanor. I don't know if you could tell on the camera.